brush friends, this is Marikar from 7 Brush Strokes and welcome back to the last part of our Brush Pen Floral Series. Today, we are creating a simple bouquet of flowers. Let's begin. Prepare your materials. You will need a brush pen or marker, a round paint brush, and a watercolor paper. When creating a bouquet, I'd like to start with the main flowers first. Here, I'll create a rose in color blue. So to create roses with brush pens, just doodle C strokes at the center, and as you move outside, make the C strokes bigger. You can add more pigment to this stroke so that you'll have enough when you activate them with water. You can do this with water-based markers and works well if you'll use watercolor paper because it can absorb more water. I'm using Karin brush markers, which is really juicy and pigmented. With my round paint brush loaded with water, I will just follow the C strokes and continue adding some more petals until I'm satisfied with the size and shape of my rose. Outer petals are softer than those at the center. I'm creating another rose here, applying the same technique we did with the previous one. While these two roses are still wet, I will add some leaves. I just love how the colors bleed with each other just like with the red rose. I have a more detailed tutorial for creating leaves, so be sure to check that out if you haven't already. Now I'll add another flower. This time, a simple 5-petal flower on a side. Start with just random dots. Grab the main color of your flower. Add more dots and thin strokes. Using the wet paintbrush, I'm just dragging the colors to form the petals. More detailed tutorial on how to create simple flowers with brush pens is also available for you in this series. And then I'll add smaller flowers here. I'm just placing the flowers on areas that have big white spaces. When you're already okay with the number of the flowers included on your bouquet, just add leaves. I start in between the main flowers. When adding leaves, I'd like to make it random. Sometimes I start with a stem and fill that with the small leaves, and sometimes I just add big leaves. Doesn't matter as long as you're having fun. Yet, you also need to know when to stop or else you might overdo it. These small flowers are already dry, so I'll put the center dots right there. And then just continue adding leaves. Just a tip, when your colors have smudged all over your piece, just like what happened here, you can brush the paint with water and dab a tissue paper on it so that it will be erased. Sounds cool? Just make sure that the paint is not as dry yet, or you won't be able to lift it off your paper with water. You can also put a tissue paper below your arm to secure that paint won't smudge and make your artwork look messy. Or if you're patient enough, you can always wait to let the paint dry before jumping into the next step. Now, to make your bouquet look fuller, just add more leaves with different shades and shapes to add contrast to the look of your bouquet. Here, I'm adding darker green of longer leaves. After you have completed your bouquet, you can add more details to your artwork, but as for me, this looks pretty good. So that's it, your Brush Pen Floral Bouquet. Now it's your turn. Create something like this and share it on Instagram or Facebook, and tag me at 7brushstrokes and use the hashtag BrushFriendsCreate. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe for more tutorials. Thanks for watching!